Hello everybody, this is Kiyoshi here and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm super excited. I'll be reviewing the McFarlane Toys Jake Sully's Banshee, aka Ikran. So without further ado, let's get started. This is the actual size or the larger scale Ikran. I don't remember what the real name of Jake Sully's Ikran. I heard it's somewhere it's called Bob. I don't know, don't quote me on that, but this has 22 points of articulation. And it's basically the same, similar Eclan, not the same, but very similar Eclan in terms of look, articulations, and accessories as to Neytiri's Eclan. It comes with a clear base, it comes with a metal connecting piece, and also the Eclan, of course. The whole articulation, everything, it's basically identical. The only main difference between Jake's Eclan or Jake's Banshee versus Neytiri's is first the head sculpt. Jake's Ikran has an open mouth, like a screaming, like a biting, like an angry sort of face, versus Neytiri's, it's like a closed mouth. And then the other difference is the pattern on the back. They're a little bit different. Jake is more blue versus Neytiri's has like yellow, green, etc. And the patterns are a little bit different as well. Before moving to take a closer look at the figure, let's take a look at the packaging. It's a huge box. I'm trying my very best to show you guys the whole thing here. I have very limited room here, but here is how it looks. They also have a Amazon exclusive version. I think it's retailed at $75, which comes with Jake and Ikran. I got the individual release, which just the Ikran itself. You have to get Jake separately. But either way, doesn't matter which one you get, they're the same. And there's also black light features going on with the figures. So that will be really cool too. If I can find my black light, I would love to show you guys, maybe, but we'll see. Yep, so this is the packaging. We'll just move that to the side here. It's a huge one, okay? And here is Jake's Ikran. I've been waiting for this Ikran for so long, just because apparently this Ikran has been sold out everywhere. It's like so difficult to find. It's more popular than Neytiri's Econ for some reason. I don't know. But to me, I think they're equally beautiful. We'll do 360 first. Once again, I'm trying to show you guys the best I can. I have very limited room here. But yeah, I will not be going into detail with articulation. You guys can see my Neytiri's review on the Neytiri Econ. It's very similar. They have 22 points of articulations. All the joints you can see are there's articulations. Very good. And I just want to show you guys the pattern here. As you can see, Jake's Econ is in a lighter green with black patterns and also bluish throughout the whole wash of the figure. Here's a clear base. Here's the plastic connecting piece, just like it's like the normal McFarlane Toys deluxe version style. And here's the tail. The tail is very beautiful. It has some sort of browns with purple, like fade out to green, sort of. Very nice. And very simple assembly required. You just need to assemble the tails, plug them together. That's all. And here is the side of it. I'm trying my very best here. Once again, I have very limited room, so I apologize if I can't show you guys like in best way I can, but this is the best I can. Of course, on the edges of the wings are clear plastic, very beautiful. According to McFarlane Toys, each of these Econ they released, I mean, they only released 2 right now, but I'm sure they might be releasing more. And also, if you're looking at the smaller scales, I think they actually release more Banshees or Eclans. According to them, each of these creatures have very unique patterns on the back, so they're all one and only. There is no repeats. So that is something very cool, very it's very authentic to the movie, because I believe I saw a documentary from James Cameron himself. He was mentioning when they create Eclans, all of the Eclans have their own personalities, have their own patterns. So not one is similar to another, just like, humans or animals in general terms. And the most amazing part is the head sculpt. Here, that's the main difference between Jake's and Neytiri's. They got a screaming face. Once again, I would love to have a like if there's a joint or there's articulation on the mouth, that would be ideal. You know, you can choose to open the mouth or close up the mouth. But don't get me wrong, I do love this whole thing. It's really sick. And I understand why like people prefer this ikran versus Initiaries. It's more dynamic. It's more cool for photo taking. It's definitely more wicked, more dinosaur-like. So that is awesome. But still, you know, it would be nice if there's articulations on the mouth. But yeah, also looking at the face, um, he does look different than Initiaries, which I will compare them in a minute. But yeah, they do look slightly different, in my opinion, just looking at it. But yeah, of course, Jake is writing it. It took me a while to get into this post. I almost broke Jake. I don't know if I mentioned it on my Jake's review. The tails are easy to fall out if you guys are stretching out too much. And also the back joint right here, this joint is very loose as well. So if you try to bend it too, stretch it out, it can just split. Splitting is not the worst part. You just don't want it to break, you know, because these are plastic and very fragile plastic as well. So do be careful on that. I popped Jake off from his body, this ball joint right here, but luckily nothing's broken. I put it right back. And also the tail fall out as well on my way of stretching the tails and trying to find a pose, but luckily nothing is broken as well. So just want to bring that up. But yeah, very nice. Once again, I do understand why people prefer this ikran. First, it's the main character Jake's ikran, and also it's just very dynamic, you know, the way it's sculpted. Let me bring in Nichiri's ikran for comparison here. Once again, my room, the space is very, very limited, but I'll try my very, very best to put them together in a screen here. But here we have Nichiri's ikran. As you can see the face, they are quite different. First of all, you can see the difference on the patterns. The patterns are completely different. So really nice. The colors are different too. There's more blue to Jake's versus more green. And also just the head sculpt. They actually do look different. Surprisingly, I thought they were not, you know, very, very similar. But actually they do give different personalities to these ikrans. That's what I'm impressed. Yep, I wish I could show you guys more of the comparison between Jake's and Nichiri's, but once again, like I said, very limited. If I show you one, the other one will be out of the screen. But just for a comparison like this is the best I can do to put both on the screen here. As you can see, the pattern, the color, it's very different between the two ikran. So that's very cool. And also in terms of black light, let me move Nichiri's to the side first so I have more room for this. 1 second. All right, back to Jake's. Here is, once again, my Harry Potter wand with the blue light. See all these beautiful, I don't know how well you guys can see, but all these popping up colors are the black light effects. It's throughout the wings. See, I hope you guys can see it. I try my very best to show you guys here, but all of these shiny sparkles are the blue light effects. It's throughout the whole wings here. It's not really on this part, but the whole wing here and the whole wingspan of here, also very nice. And not to mention, Jake also has that feature, and also I believe on Ikran's head as well. See all these beautiful patterns. They're just amazing. And of course, Jake is full of these as well. As you can see, very, very nice blue light. But yeah, I try my best. Once again, I apologize if it's not clear enough, but really it's working with a very limited space here. But anyways, it's a very nice figure. I have been waiting for this for weeks since I ordered it. I'm glad it arrived and I love it. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. I love dinosaurs. I love Jurassic World. This reminded me of that. I also like, you know, just aliens, all these, just Avatar. No, not mentioning other IPs, but just Avatar. I love Avatar. So very happy with this. Once again, if your house or your display room or your toy room or whatever displays you have, there is enough space. I highly recommend you get the large size version of the McFarlane Toys Avatar figures, just because these are more detailed. I think definitely more worth the price for these, like under 50 bucks, versus if you got a smaller version that might be $14. But definitely the level of detail, the level of articulations, the level of posability and freedom and photo ops, and just the way it looks in your room, it's going to be very different. Every day I look at my knittery, it's like dinosaurs. I keep comparing it with dinosaurs, but you know, it's really reminding me of like those real, it looks really real because the size of it, it makes me to believe it. And also because it's huge, they can make it a lot more accurate to how they appear in the movies and make it a lot more detailed. So yeah, both the Avatar figures or the beast or the creatures looks fantastic in real life. So yeah, once again, if you guys do have enough space, or if you guys can clean up some room for these, I highly recommend you guys get the actual large scale or the larger size of these versions. But of course, if you don't, the smaller size will work just fine. You know, they also have very nice black light effects, and also you can put all of them together to make a scene, a scenery together. Also, I think they're also having wave 1 and wave 2. Wave 2 is coming, by the way, in November, so I'm pretty excited about that as well. So yeah, this is just my 2 cents on my opinion of the McFarlane Toys of Avatar toys. I think McFarlane did a great job on these. You know, I know we waited for years before a actual large scale playable action figure of the Avatar world transform into figure forms, because previously we only had Mattel, but those bees are usually for display. That's at least what was said, but these are more for you know, actual action figures. So yeah, but luckily, taking all these time, McFarlane Toys are able to make it right the first shot they do it. I love it, and I cannot wait for wave 2, which I already pre-ordered it. All of the figures from that wave. Cannot wait for it. I'm really excited, but my headache right now is to figure out how I'm gonna display wave 2. Apparently I have room for wave 1, you know, but I do need to find new spots for wave 2. But yeah, my worst nightmare will be not having those figures than figuring out where to put them. You know, I want them more than anything. I also have a lot of dinosaur collections. If you guys are interested, let me know. You know, I can show you guys all my dinosaurs from Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, Mattel line. I have a lot of those giant ones like the Brachiosaurus, which I definitely have no room in my room. So what I do is I just, you know, mix and match those dinosaurs in my daily decorations of the house. Like I have dinosaurs at the greeting area at the entrance of my house. I have dinosaurs in the backyard. I have dinosaurs in the front yard. I have dinosaurs near the parking lot, indoor and outdoor. Just so that, you know, make dinosaurs part of my life. And I'm planning to do the same for these beautifully done Avatar figures. I think it's too selfish for me to have all of these figures in my room alone. I would love to share it with the rest of my family in the house by displaying it in the right spot throughout the house. Of course, the main reason is there is not going to be enough room to just keep it to myself, but I'm sure my whole family will love it, and the visitors, the friends and families who visit my house will be very happy with it too. It's just beautiful. Once again, here's my review of the McFarlane Toys, the Avatar Jake Sully's Banshee action figure. Beautifully done. Love it. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.